Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will try to understand the water container system problem from Google Kickstart 2022 round F. So here, unlike other problems, I'll start explaining the problem statement. When I was going through the problem statement, it was a bit confusing for me as well. Okay, so I'll start from there. So we are given n identical water containers and which are connected to adjacent levels with n minus 1 bidirectional pipes. Okay. So to understand this, let us consider a simple example. So if n is equal to 2, then we have n minus 1 which is equal to 1 bidirectional pipe. And if n is equal to 3, then we have two pipes. Okay. So this is what the statement says. And container 1 is placed at the bottommost level. So this is the container 1, and then we have above this we have more than one containers. So we cannot have more than one container at the bottom level, but in the second level, third level, fourth level, we can have any number of containers. So then also we have to assume that this pipes contain doesn't contain any water, okay, within it. So this is not a real scenarios, but why we have this pipe is just to so that when you add water here, it just travels from container 1 to container 3 once the container 1 is filled, one and filled, okay. Yeah. You are also given Q queries, and Q is nothing but it is a single integer representing a container where 1 liter water is added. And by the way, every container can are exactly same and can hold only 1 liter of water. Okay, so and by the way, adding like water to any container, like for example, Q is equal to 2, or you can add to container 1, 2, 3, any container you can add water, but it will start filling from bottom. So it doesn't matter where you add the water. That is what the statement is. Okay. So now if n is equal to 3 and q is equal to 1, then only one container is filled. And if n is equal to 3 and q is equal to 2, then this container is filled and this is filled, not completely filled but half. So what is the output we have to provide is nothing but we have to display the result of how many containers are completely filled, whether this container is completely filled or not, and this completely filled or not, like that. So here the output is 1, here also the output is 1. But if n q is equal to 3, then output is 3 because 3 containers will be completely filled. And first we'll try to understand the sample inputs which are given. Then we'll create our own inputs. So we'll consider this part. Okay, so they have given two test set. So this they have explained you using this diagram. So I hope you have gone through this diagram, but I will quickly explain you. If you already understand this, then you can go to the next section in this video. Okay, so so there are two test cases, and this is the first test case. And here there are four, n is equal to 4 and q is equal to 4. So n is equal to 4. We have four containers, and we are adding 4 liters of water. And now after that there are n minus 1, which is 3 lines, will indicate how the containers are connected. One is connected to 2. Always remember there is only one container at the bottom, and it is connected to the top containers, and also this container is container 1. Okay, so one is connected to 2 and one is connected to 3. That's why this is how it is indicated. And then one is connected to 3. We are done like that. And 2 is connected to 4. So 2 is connected to 4. Okay, this is the diagram. Now we are adding water 4 times. When you add water one time, this will fill, and I add water 2 times, this will fill. When we this will fill half and half. When we add the water 3 times, then this is 3 liters, so this is like all these 3 will be filled, and 4 times all will be filled. Okay, so that's why I think the output also will be 4. We the what output you need to provide is you have to tell that how many containers are completely filled. Okay. Okay. So now let's consider sample input 2. Let's consider second section. As I said, these are not useful, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. And here this is not used, 4 and 5. Okay. Now we have 5, n is equal to 5 and 2 queries. So n 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how they are connected, it is shown here. One is connected to 2, okay, and 5 is connected to 3, okay. So they may give in any sequence or any order also. They can give 3, 5 also, but still we have to make this diagram ourselves in our mind. Always remember, container 1 is placed below and there is only one container below. After that, it's all our calculations. Okay. So 1 is connected to 2, then we have to see 2 is connected to 4 here, okay, and then 1 is also connected to 3, here it is 3 1, so 3 1 and 1 3 are both the same, so connected to 3, and 3 is connected to 5 here. So that is how we have to visualize. And then there are two queries, adding water to 4 and adding water to 5, but it doesn't matter, okay. When you add water to any container two times, then bottom container will be filled completely. Since there are two containers in this level, this will be filled half and half. Okay, now I think it's time for us to go to the custom example. Okay. So remember one thing, the input can be given in any order. So that's why I'm creating this different sections. So this is the what is the visualization is. That is, we have 5 containers and one is connected to all other containers as you see, as is given here, and they can give it to in a other way also, like if you see, and here I'm doing everything random sequences. Okay, all these three represent the same thing, and in the queries I have given, there are 3 queries, I have given x x x because it doesn't matter whatever number they give here, because at the end you have to assume how many liters of water is added. That is 3 liters of, we are adding 3 liters water. Okay, so when the q is equal to 1, only one container is completely filled. When q is equal to 2, then the container 2, 3, 4, 5 are filled 25%. And when the q is equal to 3, then again you are adding 25%, so it becomes 50%. So 50% in every container apart from the container 1 which is already filled. Okay, so the answer here is 1, because only 1 is filled. And if the q is 4, then the answer is still 1 because only 75% will be filled in every containers in the second level. And if q is equal to 5, which is nothing but n is equal to 5, right? So 5 liters of containers and 5 liters of water adding, so all 5 will be filled. So that's why answer will be 5. Okay, I hope this is clear. And here we have second example, and this is how the connections are made. One is connected to 2 and 2 is connected to 3 and 4, and then 4 is connected to 5, 5 4 or 4 5, and we have given 3 queries. So obviously I think when you add the one, then only this container will be filled. When you add one more liter of water, only second container will be filled. When you add third liter of the third time the 1 liter of water, then container 3 and 4 will be filled half. This is the output. So here the answer is 2. Okay. So let us create this pseudo code. To consider the pseudo code, let us consider the previous example, which is this one. Okay, and first I'm considering only one test case. So read total test case, which is equal to 1. Then we have to read this loop first, then loop through all the test cases, and then we have to read this n and q, total containers and total queries. So which is 5 and 3. Then read through, loop through this n minus 1 times to read all these connections. Okay. And after that, reading this all the inputs, so we have to and read this also, but ignore that actually, because read and just throw it out whatever. But yeah, this is not required. And after reading everything, just find the capacity at each level. For example, if you consider this as a level 0, then this is level 1, level 2, level 3. Or if you consider level 1, then this is level 2, level 3, level 4. So at level 1, we have capacity of 1. At level 2, we have again 1 capacity. At level 3, we have two capacities. Okay, like that. And store it in a variable 1, 1, 2, 1. And finally, we have 1 capacity. And after that, just for each this one, right? Capacity. Okay, one for a loop through all this and keep adding it. Okay, adding it until it reaches the q point, q or less than q. Okay, so keep adding until the result is less than 3, which is nothing but q. Okay, and in this case the result is 1 plus 1 become 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's why we break before that. Okay, so its answer is 2. And I think that's all. So main thing here is that you have to find the capacity at each level. Okay, so in next video I will actually create a Python code, and also you can also try from your own by this using this pseudo code. Okay, and if you like this video, consider subscribing to my channel, and yeah, see you in next video.